Managers in pro wrestling nowadays are seemingly a lost art, and that's a damn shame. Managers can give voice and personality to wrestlers who lack the skills and enhance their work inside the ring, which is exactly what these people did. Here are the 10 greatest managers in wrestling history. Miss Elizabeth. Now, it may be a bit of a stretch to call Miss Elizabeth a manager, as she didn't necessarily say much, but she was an invaluable part of Randy Macho Man Savage's character. Serving as the beauty to Savage's beast, Elizabeth served as the first of her kind in the WWE as a valet. While others after her would use the valet role on the side of evil, Elizabeth always was sweet, nice, and the perfect counterpart to the madness. Her reunion with Savage at WrestleMania 7 remains one of the sweetest moments in history. Sunny. While Sunny is often credited as being the original WWE diva, fans shouldn't forget that she was also a great manager. The picture-perfect definition of a frontrunner, Sunny wouldn't build up talent so much as attach herself to wrestlers who already had fame coming. This was evident as she consecutively managed 3 WWE Tag Team Champions in a row. And after all, would you say no to Sunny? She could easily earn your trust, play with your emotions, then stab you in the back. A great combo for a heel manager. Captain Lou Albano. Trivia question: who has played Super Mario and is also considered one of the best managers in pro wrestling? Answer: Captain Lou Albano. Like other managers on the list, Albano began his career as a wrestler himself. Once he retired and turned into a manager, he took on the look of a bewildered wild man who wore whoever was around him. Perhaps most important of all though, Albano was integral to the Rockin' Wrestling connection, which led to the golden age of WWE due to his friendship with Cyndi Lauper. Jimmy Hart. Possibly the most hyperactive talker in pro wrestling, Jimmy Hart could get on your nerves so fast that it seemed like he wasn't even trying. Starting out as a manager in the late 70s, Hart began in Jerry Lawler's Memphis, Tennessee territory and eventually made his way over to the WWE in the mid-80s. Like any great heel manager, Hart was obnoxious, cowardly, and annoying at all the right times to get heat on heels and help the baby faces. And he did it all with a fabulous set of hair. Paul Ellering. Who do you pair up the Smash-Mouth Roughneck Road Warriors with as a manager? You pair them up with a well-read, well-spoken, and still tough as nails former wrestler, precious Paul Ellering. Never without a newspaper in his hand, Paul Ellering served as the traffic officer who was the only one capable of controlling the Road Warriors. Ellering would point and Hawk and Animal would smash. This added so much depth to the tag team and helped them out more than people give Ellering credit for. Classy Freddie Blassie. Listen up, you pencil-neck geeks. We're here to tell you about one of the most respected figures in wrestling history, Classy Freddie Blassie. Roman Reigns and Eva Marie may be booed heavily nowadays, but they should count their lucky stars they aren't Freddie Blassie. Blassie was so hated as a wrestler that he needed police with him for protection. For real. Blassie parlayed that heat into a managerial career with clients like Jesse Ventura and the Iron Sheik. His style was pioneering and his legacy is legendary. Jim Cornette. While most modern fans likely know him for his highly entertaining shoot interviews, you can't forget that Jim Cornette was a tremendous pro wrestling manager. Nobody likes a spineless mama's boy, and that's just what Jim Cornette was. Spoiled, privileged, and always quick with a remark, Cornette was as villainous as he was cowardly. He led the legendary Midnight Express through the 80s to numerous tag team championships. Cornette was also a highlight of the mid-90s dark ages of the WWE, as a manager and a commentator, and never without his loaded tennis racket. Pallbearer. Horror in wrestling is hard to pull off without being seen as completely goofy. Where gimmicks like Kevin Thorne and Mordecai failed, Pallbearer soared. Introduced to WWE fans in 1990 as the replacement for Brother Love, Pallbearer came in as a manager for The Undertaker, and lo and behold, a legendary duo was born. While the dead man was mostly a silent figure, Bearer's high-pitched voice, short stumpy look and demeanor complemented the Giant perfectly. Bearer's team-ups with Kane and Mankind are also great in their own right, but his pairing with Taker is iconic. Bobby Heenan. A golden standard of a bygone era, nobody could touch Bobby the Brain Heenan at the peak of his power. With tons of legendary superstars under his command, including Andre the Giant, Rick Rude, and Big John Studd, Heenan was never at a loss for talent. Better yet, his ultra-biased commentary and interactions are eternally entertaining. Painfully biased, always dastardly, and sure to split your sides in laughter, Heenan will remain one of wrestling's greatest managers then, now, and forever. Paul Heyman. Like we mentioned earlier, managers are a dying breed in modern wrestling. Fortunately for us, however, we still have around one of the best to ever hold a microphone. Starting out around the time of pro wrestling's pulp culture explosion, Heyman has been through it all in pro wrestling. Throughout that time, Heyman has always adapted to each era brilliantly, while also being able to draw the ire of fans in spite of his tremendous talent. He is a spineless coward who hides behind a microphone, but he's also one of the best ever. And that's it for our list. Are there any managers that we forgot about? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to TheSportster for more awesome content. See ya!